Let me say something that I want you to really sit with before we get into this. If you still desire marriage, if that is genuinely in your heart, the answer is not to wait for it. The answer is to prepare for it, because waiting and preparing are two completely different things. Waiting is passive, preparing is intentional, and intentional is how a Duchess moves. So today I want to walk you through what that preparation actually looks like practically, spiritually, and emotionally. Not in theory, in real life, in the decisions you are making right now. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Avarel Smith, certified dating and relationship coach. Welcome back to my channel. So let's start with cutting the dead weight. I am going to say this with love and without apology. You cannot receive what God has for you while you are still holding on to what He never sent. Dead weight is not always a bad man. Sometimes it's a good man who is simply not your man. Sometimes it is a situation that feels comfortable enough to stay in, but not aligned enough to go anywhere. And the longer you stay, the more emotionally invested you become. The harder it is to recognize the right thing and the right man when he finally shows up. I have coached women who had been mentally checked out of a marriage or a situationship for years. And when they finally got free, they wondered why things were moving slowly. But sis, you were not actually free. You were just physically available. Emotionally, you were still somewhere else. So I need you to do an honest audit of your life right now. What is taking up space that does not belong there? And I'm not just talking about men. Dead weight can be toxic friendships, draining family dynamics that have never been addressed. A job that is consuming your peace, a city that no longer serves where you're going, an environment that pours negatively into you every single day. Anything that does not belong in the next chapter of your life is dead weight. And clearing it is not punishment, it is preparation. Next, optimizing your energy. You cannot show up as a woman who attracts and sustains a great relationship if you are running on empty. And a lot of women are running on empty because now, hey, not because they are lazy or uncommitted, but because they have never stopped long enough to ask the question, what is draining me and what would it feel like to actually be full? Your energy is not just about how tired you feel. It is about what you are radiating. It is about the version of yourself you bring into the room, every conversation, every date. And if life has been running you instead of the other way around, that shows up. So start with your physical health, your mental health, the environment you live in, the voices you allow to speak into your life regularly, the content you consume. All of it contributes to your energy, and all of it is worth examining. Feminine energy is powerful. I talk about it often, but this goes beyond that. So this is about your whole spirit, your whole presence, and whether that woman who, shows up daily in your life is a woman you are asking God to bless with an extraordinary love. Take care of her. She's the one He's coming to find. Then let's move on to start putting yourself out there intentionally. I say this with grace. God is not FedEx. He's not dropping your husband at your front door while you stay inside waiting. You have to position yourself. Now, I'm not saying to go everywhere doing everything desperately. That is not the energy. What I am saying is go where you are genuinely happy, engage in life fully, be present in spaces that align with who you are and where you are going. When you are living intentionally and joyfully, you naturally position yourself to encounter the right people. And if you have been avoiding dating online, I want you to at least pray about it with an open mind. I have seen women meet and marry their husbands online. It works when you approach it with strategy and intention rather than desperation. If you do explore it, please choose platforms where men have to invest to be there. Investment, even financial, is a filter. It tends to attract men who are serious. Also, look at your social media presence. If your profiles are private and your photos are hidden, you are limiting your visibility. You do not have to be an open book, but a woman who is genuinely open to love should not be invisible online. Be findable, be present, be positioned. Now let's shift to healing from your past. This one is non-negotiable, and I say that not to be harsh, but because I have seen too many women get exactly what they prayed for and then self-sabotage it because they were not actually ready to receive it. The right man showing up before you have done the healing work does not always feel like a blessing in the moment. It feels like exposure. It pulls every unhealed wound, every insecurity, every defense mechanism, but you have to be built to surface that. And if you have not done the work, the weight of all of that will push away the very thing and person you've been asking for. Healing is not just romantic. It is everything. Mother wounds, father wounds, friendships that broke you, betrayals you never fully processed, seasons of rejection that quietly rewired what you believe you deserve. All of it affects how you show up. All of it is worth addressing before the right man walks in, not after. So do the work now so that when the blessing arrives, you're not just available for it, you're ready to keep it. Here's the part that might surprise you. Asking God what he needs you to do. Most of us pray and ask God to send a husband. Very few of us stop and ask God what he needs us to do first. And here's what I know. God may have very specific things he's waiting on you to complete before he moves things forward. Things that seem completely unrelated to your love life. A business he told you to start. A book he told you to write. A move he told you to make. A conversation he told you to have. The assignment may not make logical sense. That is okay. Our job is not to understand it. Our job is to ask, listen, and obey. Because sometimes the very thing standing between you and your next season is not a man. It is your obedience. So take time in prayer. Not just to ask for the relationship, ask for what you need to become, to do, and release to receive it. And then move on when you hear, even when it feels unrelated, even when it seems small, even when no one understands why you are doing it. God's timing is not our timing, but his faithfulness is always on time. Next, let's shift to trust in the process and protecting your peace. This is the one that requires the most daily discipline. You're going to have moments when it feels like nothing is working, where the preparation feels pointless, where hope gets quieter than frustration. That is not a sign to stop. That is a sign to stay rooted. Think about the woman who goes to the gym consistently. Some mornings she looks in the mirror and sees nothing different, but the work is happening in places she cannot yet see. The same is true for you. Every boundary you hold, every dead weight situation you exit, every healing session, every prayer, every intentional choice, it is all working. Even when you cannot see it, conquer today, not next year, not tomorrow, not the timeline you had in your head today. Are you moving in the right direction? Am I doing the work I'm supposed to be doing? Am I becoming the woman I'm asking God to bless? If the answer is yes, keep going, sis. The breakthrough is being built in the process. Now, here's what nobody tells you. You have to strengthen your relationship with God first. Everything I have shared today rests on this foundation. Because here's what I have seen happen over and over again. A woman wants a relationship so badly that without even realizing it, she begins to put that desire above the one who holds the desire in his hands. And God is not going to compete for first place, not even with a good thing. Strengthen your spirit now. Feed it intentionally. Scripture, worship, prayer, community. Whatever keeps you connected and grounded, prioritize that. Not because you have to earn the blessing, but because the woman who walks closely with God walks in a different kind of confidence, a different kind of peace, a different kind of knowing that no situationship, no timeline pressure, no temporary loneliness can shake. That woman is magnetic. That woman is ready. And that woman is exactly the right woman that the man wants to find. Prepare to be her. And if you are doing this work and you need a community of women who are preparing alongside you, women who are healing, growing, learning to date with clarity, confidence, intention, come join us inside Date Like a Duchess. Live coaching, done-for-you scripts, mindset courses, daily challenges, and a real support for your journey. The link is right below this video. We are waiting for you. I will see you inside.